Hi there, it's Chris Baynes at Coldwell Banker Seacoast Realty. Hope you guys have had a fantastic week. Today is Friday the 13th. Don't know if you're worried about Friday the 13th. I don't worry about it a whole lot, but I remember a college professor I had in UNCW's asked the class, he said, if you had surgery scheduled for Friday the 13th, would you change that or would you go through with it? And we all expected him to, you know, wonder how we would answer and probably say, no, we wouldn't want to have it. So most of us said, oh, it's just nonsense. It's superstitious. We wouldn't mind having surgery on Friday 13th. And he said, there's no way I would. He said, I'm not worried about myself. He said, but I'm worried about all the other people that may be in the operating room that are a little crazy over Friday the 13th. So thought I would share that with you. I'm not worried about it, but I sure do think that other people out there may be. So something to keep in mind. Anyway, I want to talk about the real estate market and what's been going on lately. Um, as far as locally, remember all real estate markets are local. And doesn't matter so much what's going on in California right now, but what's going on in Wilmington. We're having a good time. We're very busy. We've had a very good end of the year. Last quarter was quite good. First quarter of this year is starting off gangbusters. Lots of calls, lots of people getting off the fence and taking advantage of the very low interest rates out there. It's not a perfect world though. A few numbers for us here. We've got from December of 2010 to 2011. Let's take a look at what happened. Everything was down just slightly. Total units sold down 4%. Average sales price down 8.5% since the year before. Month to month, that's not too bad given that that's a whole year's time in there. We see that much fluctuation from one month to the next. Total dollar volume was down about 13%. And the days on the market was up about 8%, which we kind of saw that. We saw that sort of trend coming into the seasonality. Don't know, how that's going to play out until we look at the long term. So that's what we want to look at. Let's take a look at from November to December. Average units sold was up 8%. Average sales price was up 7%. So you can see over even from one month to the next versus 1 year to the next, we're seeing enough fluctuation in there, or a small enough fluctuation that we really can't tell anything there. We need to look at our long-term trends. I keep saying that, long-term trends. That's what we have to keep in mind. Median sales price was up 11%. Total dollar volume was up 16% over the previous month. Interesting. And at the time of the year, December, where we expect things to slow down for the holidays, we actually had a pickup, and we're feeling it. We, as the agents, we see all that extra busyness occurring. Nationally, one tidbit of information that I find is very interesting, and we see this too, is that foreclosures are down 34% in 2011. What does that mean? The banks have stalled their foreclosures even further. We know we were impacted. They were impacted by litigation. They were messing up their foreclosures. They weren't following the paperwork correctly. They were not doing title searches. That's still plaguing them. We've seen properties that have been vacated that are just sitting there. The banks have stopped the foreclosure. That will come back. We're going to see that foreclosure come back later, so we have to keep that in mind and anticipate that those properties will come dripping onto the market over this year. I think this is going to be the big year for foreclosures. Absolutely do. The average time to foreclose on a property nationally, 348 days, almost a whole year. Some places like Texas, they're doing it in 90 days. Some places like New Jersey, 900 days, almost 3 years. So, think about it. Someone could actually live in a house for up to 3 years making no mortgage payments. I am seeing some of that here, not that long, but the banks, the vacated properties, those are more of a priority to get foreclosed on than the ones where people are living in them and trying to take care of them. So, but anyway, what this means is this is going to be a wonderful year for buyers to take advantage of these properties as they come on the market. The banks, towards the end of the year, we started seeing more of those properties come onto the market. We're going to continue to see that this year. If you're thinking about buying, get on our instant notification program. We can plug in your search criteria and you'll be notified when new listings hit the market. We're not going to call you, bug you, or anything like that, but you'll get the information that you need and you'll see the tremendous values that are out here. Interest rates are low. I think they're going to stay low for quite a while, at least throughout this year. We'll probably see them edge up a little, but I think we're going to see and enjoy good low interest rates for a while. Anyway, enough of that. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and please call us if you have any questions. We're happy to talk about this stuff and happy to send you a relocation package if you're from out of the area. All right, have a good one. We'll talk to you later.